Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, and episode 41 of Monaco. Well, I'm recording this after the end of the UK's recent mega heatwave, so I'm feeling a lot better, and Monaco are doing really well as well. Everyone's loving life this season. Patrick Schick, our top goal scorer with 10 goals. Robert Skov continuing his incredible average ratings. Most assists for him as well with 14. Frank Kessie, our least disciplinarily, if that's a word, secure player, but he's been in excellent form, a very rich vein of scoring form recently as well. The main place to start is that the main man, his royal Skovness, Robert Skov, has won the Foreign Player of the Year award from Liga, the award given to best non-French player in the league, basically. Previously won in the save by Edinson Cavani, and then twice by Neymar. But it's been an award that has been the purview of PSG players for ages, not since Eden Hazard in 2011, as somebody that doesn't play for PSG won it. But Robert Skov has broken that run with his phenomenal goal scoring and assists of recent seasons, and he's finally been rewarded with this award. I'm not really sure why he didn't get nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Potentially because we didn't get to the Champions League final, maybe if we'd done that, and I don't think that he did particularly well with Denmark. They are in the World Cup later on this year, so that'll be interesting to see whether it makes an impact and whether he does get himself a sort of higher level nomination. But anyway, these are the results we've had since last time, and once again, very strong, although there is a defeat in there. We have lost for the first time this season, although it is not in the league, so we are still unbeaten in Ligue 1. But we left off last time with that hugely impressive 3-0 win against Juventus, and later on that week we had a 3-0 win in the league against Nantes. Tielemans, Golovin and Pellegrini with the goals in that one. But then the first defeat of the season, it was kind of a defeat. It was a defeat, but it was a 1-1 draw with Angers in the fourth round of the Coupe de la Ligue, a competition that we have won for the last 2 seasons. We will not be winning it this year though, because we did lose on penalties. Pietro Pellegrini missing the decisive spot kick. Very disappointing, but then we've since gone on an excellent run once more in the league and in the Coupe de France. A 4-0 win against Stade Rennais, a 1-0 win against Strasbourg Alsace. We beat Saint-Etienne in Stéphane Ruffier's testimonial, and then a 1-0 win against our arch-rivals Nice in the Coupe de France 9th round, and then most recently a 5-0 win against Reims. 5 different goal scorers in that one, and a 4-0 win against Le Havre. As said, Frank Kessie has been scoring a lot of goals recently, which is really good to see, because Adrien Rabiot was never particularly prolific in that department. What's also really encouraging is just the sheer number of clean sheets, not just in that run, but in the entire season. We've conceded so few goals, and the defence, other than the addition of Kessie in the box-to-box role, which I think obviously helps. And really the defence is the same it has been for, well, certainly since last season, and really for the last few years. Djibril Sidibe, obviously a player we had at the start of the save. We signed Matthias de Ligt right at the start of the save as well. Mendy was signed in January in the first season, and then Lafont was signed in the summer after that. Martinez, the most recent addition, he's only been here for a year and a half now, but he slotted in incredibly well. Him and de Ligt averaging almost a 7.6 each. Absolutely fantastic. The fullback higher than that, and Alban Lafont on a 7, which for a goalkeeper in FM19 is very high. And all of that means we are comfortably top of the league, still only by 9 points, because PSG have not dropped any points since then, but a very healthy lead nevertheless. And as you can see as well, our Champions League knockout round opponents will be Roma. We'll be playing them in the next episode. So the team for the game against Lyon today, as ever, is Lafont, Mendy, Martinez, de Ligt, Sidibe, Balde, Kessie, Tielemans, Skov, Golovin and Schick. Everyone is fit and raring to go. Mendy does have a little bit of a knock, but he's going to be playing this game anyway because Lyon are a difficult team. We can't afford to play any sort of a weakened side unless we absolutely have to. We want to keep winning as much as possible. I mean, we're still potentially on for an unbeaten league campaign, which would be pretty crazy if we could manage it. But at the very least, we can't afford to go easy on a team as tough as Lyon. Lyon are a team that have caused us some grief at times in this save, but we did beat them 3-0 last time out. That was away from home as well. So hopefully we can replicate that in some way here. Well, the first highlight, nearly 20 minutes in, looks like it's going our way. Skov with an excellent turn, feeding Sidibe. Mendy, the knock not really affecting him. Golovin with a whipped shot in, which Lopez is able to parry away. Skov with a free kick, going for the shot, and it's been not quite put in by Delict either, and the score remains 0-0. How close was this going over the line? Not particularly close, definitely on the line, not any debate about that one. And now Lyon coming forwards, and there's a potential incident on this edge of the box. I think it probably is outside the box, it usually is. Sidibe, the guilty party. Hopefully it's not a penalty, and it's not. It's a free kick for Lyon. I don't know why can't the referee have some sort of tablet just to check that? Lafont claims, but surely the referee can have a tablet. Do we really need the screen? I get that it's maybe to protect them, but just make it a yellow card offence to go anywhere near the referee when he's looking at the screen. Skov scores. Patrick Schick puts the ball across. That came out of nowhere, really. I think it was from our... It looked like it was from a Lyon throw. No, it was from our throw-in. Sidibe once again. So dangerous with his long throws. Great take by Skov. Runs around the outside. The Lyon defence is completely napping. And Skov being played onside by those two Lyon defenders who were dragged out of position by Schick is there for a simple tap-in. Sidibe again. Can he cause havoc with the throw-in? Not this time. He's given it away. And Memphis Depay running clear. Great run from him. Flicks it across. And Vargas slots in. Excellent counter-attacking goal from Lyon. Poor play from us. Sidibe literally just set up a goal. Now he's conceded one from a poor throw-in. And what a run from Depay. No tracking, really. Well, no successful tracking. And Vargas equalises for Lyon straight after we open the scoring. Can we take the lead again before half-time? Frank Kessie on the ball, looking to fix things up. Balde with the shot, hits the post. Not over yet though. One more highlight before half-time. Mendy on the ball, running forwards, goes around the outside. Can he find a ball across? Cuts back inside to Balde. Looks like he's going to go for the shot. He does, and this time wide of the other post. Well, half-time, not too disappointing. I think probably keep going and we can still win this one. We did pretty much dominate the play. Got ourselves a goal. Pretty fortunate in some ways, but then they hit us on the break with a very, very incisive counter-attack. Well, second half is ticking away rapidly. Frank Kessie presumably has got the blame for the goal we conceded. Depay with a free kick against the post. But I mean, I guess he didn't clear the header, or I don't know. But I really feel like it was Sidibe's fault with the poor throw-in. But there we go. I think maybe we should make a change. A draw is not the worst result against Lyon. Difficult team, but given the fact this will allow PSG to cut the gap to us, it could be potentially problematic. Or final highlight, 20 seconds on the clock. Tielemans with a wild shot, and I think that is going to be that. A disappointing draw in the end. Not the worst result ever, but nevertheless dropped points. We are still unbeaten, which is the main thing, but it gives the PSG the chance to close the gap down to just 7 points. Still a very healthy lead, but not ideal. Well, is luck just with us this season? I don't know. PSG had the chance to cut the gap to 7 points. They've not taken it. They've lost, which means we've extended the gap to 10. So it is deadline day. I've not really talked about transfers in the episode because, well, we haven't made any. We haven't made any transfers. No one's gone in. No one's gone out. Not really worth saying anything about it. We've just had this come up. We do have an affiliate club relationship with Cruzeiro, which gives us marketing benefits, but also gives us first option on any of their players. And this guy, Papal, very, very holy name, he has received a bid from Real Madrid for 20.5 million. He's a 20-year-old centre-back. Looks absolutely nuts, doesn't he? Really, really good. I think we have a first option, so we can match the bid and it would have to be accepted, but the issue is really we've got too many Brazilians, haven't we? I'd love a centre-back, but the fact that he's 20 and the fact that he's Brazilian and we can't register him, I think we're probably going to have to let this one go. On the subject of affiliations, though, I've not really mentioned them, but there were quite a few that were there at the start with lower league French clubs that sort of were completely pointless, so I got rid of all them, and I've negotiated quite a few extra ones. As you can see, I think, well, the ones with Cruzeiro and Estudiantes were already there. I've renegotiated them so we get youth players from Cruzeiro potentially. I think we do with Estudiantes. No, we don't. I think we'll have to renegotiate that. But still, some good merchandising benefits there. We've got a merchandise relationship now with DC United. Hopefully we can sign an American at some point. We get some potential youth players coming in from Holland, from Den Haag, from Romania, from Dinamo Bucharest. I think from Belgium as well. Yeah, from Belgium as well. From Cercle Bruges, we also have first option on their players as well. Potential youth players coming in from Hibernian too, and then some lower league clubs with potential first options on their players as well. Second game of the episode then is going to be against SC Bastia in the 10th round of the Coupe de France, and we're going to go full strength. Everyone's had 10 days off since the last match against Lyon, fully rested, raring to go. That might backfire, but I think that I really want to win the Coupe de France. I really want to win it. We haven't won it yet. We need to win it this year. So the team is exactly the same as the one that just drew with Lyon. Well, 15 minutes gone, no breakthrough from us yet. Bastia holding firm, but looking to find our way through. Get some sort of opening. Skov going for a bit of a run and puts it wide. Mendy with an interception goes for a run himself from our own half. Patrick Schick with a shot, and again, a fairly weak effort from him into the goalkeeper's arms. We are dominating in terms of shots, as you would expect. 2 shots on target. They've had 1 shot on target, though, and no breakthrough yet. Zadibi with a throw-in. Didn't really work out completely against Lyon, but it works out here now. Skov, the beneficiary, again, his 11th goal of the season. He's kind of well, he scored in both games today, but he's sort of slightly fallen behind his earlier scoring rate of like a goal a game, but still a very, very impressive record from him this season, and a cracking shot there. Just the 1 goal in the first half. Let's hopefully we can get a few more and wrap this up, and we can take important players off so they don't get injured. Keita Balde once again hearing me, and literally from kickoff we do take the lead. Fantastic from him. Great strike after some good play from Kessie, and well, Bastia haven't woken up after the break, I think it's fair to say. 2-0, not the most comfortable scoreline, but I think we can probably get away with it by making a few changes. I'll take Schick off. He's had some injury problems this year. We don't want them flaring up again. Mendy can come off as well. Again, quite a few injury problems recently. I think we better take off Frank Kessie as well, given the fact that he is on a yellow card, and he does kind of love to pick up a few bookings. Not quite the destructive performance we maybe could have been expecting given the lineup that we picked. A pretty solid defensive display from Bastia. 2 long-range efforts from Balde and Skov, the only ways we've managed to break through, and indeed their goalkeeper played pretty well. 10 saves from him, but nevertheless a pretty routine 2-0 victory, and we are safely through to the next round of the Coupe de France. So before we end the episode, let's have a look at the draw for the 11th round of the Coupe de France. Just 16 teams left in it. We'll go relatively quickly until we see us. There we go. And we're out very early on there, and we will be facing Lyon in the next round. So relatively difficult test. A team in the same division as us, of course. We could have had some teams way down in Division 3, but we don't get that. We don't get that level of luck, but we are enjoying a pretty good amount of luck recently, so we can't really complain. So that is going to be the end of the episode there, and it's an episode in which we've potentially extended our lead at the top of Ligue 1 to 10 points, although we will need to win our game in hand ahead of PSG. Now we are still in the Coupe de France, and next time we will be playing the first leg of our Champions League knockout round match against Roma. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and share this video as widely as possible, and I will see you next time.